I've got a bucket on my head, but it's made of metal. People all the time ask me, like, are you wielding a big shield to compensate for something? And I tell them, abso-fucking-lutely. Watch this shit. First things first, Blackbriar has a 2-hit, 1-bash combo. Like, 1 hit, 1 bash, 1 hit, or 1 hit then another one. Or you can do a bash and follow up with 1 more hit. So, simple first combo is light, light. It's harsh requiem, which is either a light, light, heavy, light, light, heavy, or a mixture of heavies and lights. So, light, heavy. The second heavy is undodgeable. Light, light, heavy, light. It can be from any angle whatsoever. And if you press square after throwing the first attack, then you'll do a bash, like thusly. And the heavy is used to catch anyone that dodges your bash. But if you land the bash, you're guaranteed a light. Not a heavy though, because your heavies can still be countered and Next is a just normal bash. You just dodge 4 and do the bash. Pretty basic, pretty simple. You should have already learned that. Next move is his what's called Tenebris Thrust. It's on the screen right there. It's where you dodge 4 and press heavy instead of pressing square. If any top attack is thrown and you do the dash will catch it and your attack will become unblockable. That is, if you don't get interrupted by the attack. And also, his light's also crushing counter. His first light does anyways. And boy is it satisfying, just like Kyoshin. Except this time I have a big shield and it fits better. Shit. Oh yeah, his zone is actually another bash. Bash number 2. So, bash 1, bash 2, and now for bash 3. I haven't taught you this one yet, so keep your eyes fucking peeled for this shit. So, you could soft feint your first heavy into a bash by pressing square at the beginning of the heavy, like thusly. It's more of a traditional bash in the sense of like For Honor and shit, instead of a punch. But, yeah. But you're guaranteed a light if it lands, or you could throw a heavy if in the event that it doesn't land. And the heavy is non-blockable. Again, non-blockable, it's undodgeable. Now for the next part of the tutorial, the All Guard. It's actually called an All Guard, not a Blade Blockade Day this time. So, the thing about Blackbriar's All Guard is that what makes it special is that it can flip everything but Nuxia's traps and guard breaks. That means unblockables and undodgeable, no, of course undodgeables, and unblockables, bashes, this, that, yada yada yada. Most attacks, you can flip. I'll give you an example. Normally, if a bash lands the All Guard, it's going to go through it. But you can press light before the attack lands, if I could do it right. You'll actually flip them and you'll deal damage to them. That's what makes Blackbriar special. Another thing he can do from his All Guard is he can throw an unblockable. However, there is no hyper armor on it. Well, there is hyper armor on it, but if you get hit by bash, it's gonna interrupt that hyper armor, obviously. So, what have we learned? Blackbriar can do all sorts of shit. Well, he can't do everything, of course. He cannot bleed, he cannot do this, he cannot do that, but he can counter most attacks, like you just saw. You just gotta be careful, and if you gotta bait him out, feint, or drag the attack out. Like that. His unblockable chains into his normal attack chain, so it'll technically count as the first attack. So you throw the heavy, and then you can throw an undodgeable. Don't you fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, I'm not going back to jail!